What is up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build this kit. The 144 scale high grade MS-15H Xavier's Gyan Hakuji-Packs from the Mobile Suit Gundam Gquuuuux animated series. Out of all the Gquuuuux kits that has come out, I think this was one of my personal favorites to see. Granted, the Pilizaku was unique. The Dom, which I already have, was also a basic but unique version of the Dom and its variations. But the Gyan pretty much stole it for me. And I know that we're going to be getting the Hambrabi version in the next month or so. But this was like, oh, I like this. This looks a lot better than what I used to remember on the original Gyan. I don't have... no, correction. I've never built a Gyan kit before. I have the original Gyan. I have the Gyan packs from the Build Diver series. I didn't buy the Gyan... Maybe I do, I don't know, but I think I have the Gyan kit from Build Divers. Never got the updated Gyan kit from the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom movie. And never built the Master Grade. And I can imagine there's probably another Gyan kit out there that I don't even know about. But this was the one that kind of like... said to myself, okay, I gotta get this kit. This looks really, really nice. Not many mobile suits out there. It looks like this. I mean, you could probably get away with it with the 30-minute mission kits and the 30-minute fancy kits now that you could pretty much do that. And in the anime, it was like the only mobile suit that actually went up against the Big Zam, which, you know, quite frankly, it would have been nice if we got a 144 scale Big Zam. Wink, wink, hink, you know, nudge, nudge, on Bandai's part. But that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, I got this at Gundam Planet, of course. They have these kits, and it's a really nice looking kit. I have to admit, the shield, the lance. I know it has a beam saber effect part, and I was like, okay, I gotta get this kit. I do gotta get this kit. This looks really, really nice. From the Gquuuuux line. I haven't built that... I mean, I've only built 2 Gquuuuux kits last year, which basically was the Gquuuuux itself. No, I didn't paint it. And, of course, the Pilizaku, which I did paint it and customize it. This one I definitely want to paint. Customization... don't know what I'm going to do with it, considering how neat it looks. It's like basically a custom of a custom. Why do I want to customize a custom again? But yeah, this is a very, very nice looking kit. Look at this. So it has a signature saber with the effect where you can actually go like this. It has this massive spear, Hakuji, the Hakuji spear. That's why it's called the Hakuji-Packs. I wonder if there was another pack that was introduced, which we probably never saw it in the anime. I don't think it would be nice to see a variation of this. What would have been the other pack? You know? It has this feature, the hide bombs, where it pops open and fires the bombs. You know what? I gotta now watch that episode again. And I think Bandai will probably end up releasing this in the other color variants. But as a P Bandai, not as a regular release, which would have been nice, you know, because there's not many regular releases out there coming out this year. Parts I see here, you get the shield, you get the spear, you get the 2 beam sabers, the hands, and a stand to hold up this saber, which we're gonna see if we can get the arm to be strengthened up to hold up the spear. The price of this kit is around $33. Maybe you can get it cheaper now. And with the holidays over, you know, probably maybe there's a sale out there. You guys got a coupon at some store or whatever. You and get this kit, of course. But let's unbox it and take a look at the contents of this kit. Give me a moment while I prepare the camera. So we know that this kit is pretty much almost, I mean, a lot of white here, but it's obviously different versions of white. So we have the standard white, which is, I have to say has to be maybe an off-white color with a light gray. Well, we have two types. We have a medium gray, and we have the light gray, and then we have the white colors. And these are the parts of the shield and the beam saber effect parts. We have the parts of the legs, the shoulder parts right there. I wonder if that's two, is that two parts connected to it? No, actually it's one part. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Okay. I think that's the head right there. There's the beam lens, of course. So we have stickers, which is the detail parts, which is solid gold. Huh. I'm going to change that up. Maybe. I don't know. Then we have the inner frame parts, which is a color like I think this is more darker gray tone, almost Titan Blue 1 color. There's the clear parts, and there's the medium gray color. This is not gray. This is like a lightish purple tone. It's the only different color that's from the entire line. That's medium gray right there. And then there's the Titan's Blue 1 color. And then here's the manual. Put everything back on here and we're using the knife. Alright, so we have the detailed information of the Gyan, and of course the pilot's bio. And let's open up the page. Parts guide right here. There's no indication of different type of, X's anywhere. You're going to use all the parts. Interestingly enough, Gyan's head does not have a clear part to distinguish the mono eye. Really? Hold on. Let's go to section, the first part. Where's the first part? Here. Alright, so we have the head unit right there. Oh, so you have that little part there, and then there's a little dot, a sticker to represent the eyeball. Okay. So we get the assembly of the head right there. Then moving on to the torso. Torso is very, very thin. Very few parts on that. Then we have the arms. Okay. Assembly of the arms is complete right there. Then we go to the waist unit. I've been noticing recently that the waist unit on high grades have been getting smaller and smaller, not bigger and bigger. We get the assembly of the legs. Going into here, both left and right legs. And then final assembly. Backpack, which is basically the booster. Pretty much the booster looks like an oxygen tank. And then we have the assembly of the weaponry, the shield. We'll have a lot of parts there to make that unique look to it. And how to connect it, how to connect the parts to it with the hands. And then the two parts of the spear. I want to call it a lance, more like a lance than a spear. And then the little detail part. And then how to connect that and the base. And of course, this is how the kit would look like. Much bigger picture here. All right. I'm gonna have to say, I like this. I really do. And I know you guys are gonna like it as well. Because we're gonna talk about the painting right now. I have all my paints here. And it's gonna be basically a more simpler design. I mean, it's gonna be the same color, but it's gonna be maybe a little variation here and there. For starters, the white will be this one, the activated white from the Gundam Seed Aqueous color line. For the medium gray, and I don't have it here. Jesus, I thought I did. It's over there. I gotta just walk up and get it. I'll be right back. No, I do not have 50 Shades of Grey. However, the medium gray can be substituted with this one, the blue, with the Blitz Blue Gray. I was originally going to use this in a previous kit, but I decided to back out on that. I think this would probably be good for this, especially in this area here, and this here, the balls here. These tubings, definitely I want to do metallic, and I may end up going to be using Ultra Silver for that. The light gray, well, hold on a second, because I have so many here, which I don't know what to use. Because I have the standard Gundam white here, and this is the deactivated white. It's barely even noticeable. So I don't think that would be good for this. This one's the standard 306 gray. And I think this would probably be the other shade of gray in question. Because I do want to paint these gray. Well, not the whole thing, just certain patterns to give it a patterny look to it. Obviously, Titan's Blue 1 for the inner frame. The feet. So, like I said, that's a different color tone. You could barely even notice it. That's the problem. You can't even notice that color and how it projects on the kit itself. I do have this one, the light blue one. Maybe this would be a good idea. Or maybe I can take that and put that over here for that. But then it's only going to be that part. So I could probably paint this and that chest part there, this color, then that, and then this would be... No, I like this one better. So that would be the feet and the chest part right there, and maybe even that. The color guide says here's the following. So we have standard white, we have the dark gray blue for the body, gray for the gray parts, I mean the light gray right there. Then we have the pink eye, which I have pink right here. I've always had this bottle prepared for pink. And then there's the gold. And that's where I'm actually going to change that up. That's not going to be gold. Okay, that's right. I forgot. There is gold trim everywhere. So I have an idea. Since the primary color of the original Gyan was purple, I'm going to use purple as the trim for this kit. There we go. Obviously, this is all subject to change and ideas and whatever. Once we figure something out, then we'll try it. And the detail parts on the inside of the gun, the shield, or actually to tell you the truth, in the back area, may require maybe some little refinement, to say the least. Oh, I can do the tanks purple as well. All right. Oh, there it is. These are the parts, these are the paints that I'm going to be using on this kit. So let me shut up and let's begin building high-grade Gyan. I'll repeat that again. High-grade Xavier's Gyan Hakuji-Packs.